Enchanted Tiki Talk is brought to you by Kingdom Strollers. Our premium stroller and crib rentals are delivered straight to your Disney or Orlando area resort. It couldn't be easier. Book yours at kingdomstrollers.com. And Mouse Pros. Let our travel specialist plan your next vacation. Our concierge level service gives you the perfect hassle-free vacation. Get your free quote from Sean or any of our magical agents at mousepros.com. And Mickey Monthly, the Disney fans' monthly subscription box that brings the magic right to your door. Visit them at mickeymonthly.com. And by Woody Sunglasses. Don't let glare ruin your magical view. These premium wood frame polarized sunglasses will let you tour the parks in style. Visit them at woodies.com. And now, it's show time!
Vahidi me kyonimana, ladies and gentlemen. No flashbulbs, please. Our performers are temperamental and easily upset. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, look at all the people.
My goodness, you're all staring at us. We better start the show rolling.
Wait. We forgot to wake up the Glee Club.
Hey, howdy, hey, and welcome to Enchanted Tiki Talk. We are your hosts. I'm Sean.
I'm Keith.
I'm Matt.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Alan.
So grab yourself a Dole Whip or a citrus roll, pull up a chair, and enjoy the show.
This is episode 214 for the week of November 26, 2017.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Enchanted Tiki Talk. This week on the show, I have a couple friends here with me to do some Disney talking, and first person here is Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, did you comb your hair today?
Maybe.
Matt.
Too bad it can't be combed.
What's up, Matt?
I'm surprised you're calling me a friend because that's not what you were calling me before we started recording.
Yeah, no, I have to be nice on the air. I want people to think I'm a nice guy.
As long as they think it.
Yeah.
And you have to keep it clean for the kids.
Exactly. Matt's more like a friend of me.
I'm honored that you would think of me that way.
Oh, you're welcome. That's like super welcome.
It's very swell.
Yeah, it's just swell. I love using that word, swell.
I don't even know the last time I used swell.
Oh, I use it all the time.
You would.
I do. With the kids, I'm like, did you guys have a swell time today? 70. I was more of an 80s child, baby.
Swell's from the 70s.
Yeah, that's okay. I watched Brady Bunch.
Speaking of watch the Brady Bunch.
You didn't watch the Brady Bunch?
I said, who doesn't? Who didn't watch the Brady Bunch?
Like, that's like such a timeless show. How come the Bradys never went to Disney?
Because it wasn't built?
It was before their time.
No, it was. They were there, man. Come on. They went to, what, King's Dominion or something like that? I think it was.
I have no idea.
I forget where they actually went, which is still there today, wherever it is. Somebody's out there going, oh, I know where they went. I've been in there. I've been on that coaster that they were on. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't remember. Don't be mad at me. Don't hate the hater, hate the game. Whatever that means.
Sure.
Yeah, so you're noticing the absence. Keith isn't here with us again today. Unfortunately,
the fungus came back.
Yeah. This time I think it was on his tongue. So we're not asking questions. No questions, okay? It's just a weird thing with Keith, man. He's always getting sick.
And he would have known the Brady Bunch question. It was Kings Island in Ohio.
I was close. I was pretty close. Thanks for the Googles.
Yes.
Those are some fancy people there, the Googles.
What we do without them.
Man, I don't know what we would do without the Googles.
We would all be really dumb.
I don't know. When I was in school, I remember when I was in math class, I had a teacher. I'm sure this happened to you, and the teacher said, you better learn how to do this because you're never going to walk around with a calculator in your pocket. I got you, baby. I do every single day. One of those gigantic calculators. Now, do you see how small they are now?
I'm still waiting for the day that I use geometry every day, like my teacher kept telling me.
Right. A slide ruler.
I don't think I've looked at a obtuse angle since I left geometry class.
So I think that's enough for the ramblings here. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Here are your 25 questions to answer before time is up. Don't fall out of that noble perch, it's Perch Talk.
Hey folks, Sean here with another Perch Talk, brought to you by Trader Sam's Coffee. Brew your happy place. And guess what? I'm here with the other half of the newlywed team here, Christian. Christian, say hello.
Hello.
And your fiance's here still.
Yes, I am.
Yes, okay. So,
Wife.
I'm sorry, your wife, fiance. Yeah, well, it's new. It's new. It's new here. So we are here at Geyser Point enjoying a beer and other things, but mostly beer. And it's kind of raining, but it's beautiful out. So I have 25 questions for Christian to answer in less than 2 minutes. Maybe 90 seconds we'll try for today. But Christian, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Favorite Disney World theme park?
Hollywood Studios.
Favorite land in Magic Kingdom?
Tomorrowland.
Favorite souvenir?
My ears.
Favorite quick service?
Casey's Corner.
Favorite table service?
Rose and Crown.
Favorite on-site hotel?
Wilderness Lodge.
Favorite show?
Hoop-de-Doo Review.
Favorite parade?
The Festival of Fantasy.
Favorite fireworks?
Illumination.
Favorite Epcot Pavilion?
UK.
Favorite time of year to attend Walt Disney World?
Christmas time.
Monorail or ferry boat?
Ferry boat.
Favorite thrill ride?
Expedition Everest.
Dole Whip or Citrus Swirl?
Dole Whip.
Favorite Main Street shop?
Emporium.
Favorite princess?
Princess Leia.
Favorite prince?
Aladdin.
Favorite Disney song?
Be Our Guest.
Favorite non-Disney movie, Lucasfilm, Marvel, or Pixar?
The Force Awakens.
Favorite sweet treat?
Dole Whip.
Favorite street performer or band?
The Citizens of Hollywood.
Least favorite attraction?
Time out because I can't ride it. I don't fit on it.
Wow.
Oh, the Primeval World.
Primeval World.
Favorite Disney bar or lounge?
The Trader Sam's.
Favorite pool on property?
Wilderness Lodge.
How do you tour World Showcase, Mexico or Canada first?
Mexico.
Last question, favorite thing about your new wife?
She takes me to Disney World.
Ah, perfect. All right. You guys lived happily ever after. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from break. Glad you are still with us. So, this week on this show, we're going to do a little bit of a time travel here. And we are going to, let's say, choose 2 attractions that are rideable and 1 show or parade that we would like to bring back from the dead, okay? And you can put that back into a Disney park, but it can't go back into its previous park where it has come from. For example, if you wanted to bring back Alien Encounter and replace it with Stitch's Great Escape, it's not happening. If you wanted to bring back Snow White's Scary Adventure and put it to where the princess meet and greet is, not happen. It doesn't fit. I'm sorry, not for this segment in the show. So let's see where we come up with on this one, and let's see who plays by the rules. Good thing Keith isn't here because we know he's really the rule breaker of the show. So Scott, let's see where you came in with this. Tell us, Scott.
Let's start with one. It's probably going to be on Matt's list, but it's one that everyone always talks about. I've never had the chance to ride it, but I've heard so much, and I think it's everyone's favorite that did go on it. I'm going to do Horizons, and I'm going to... It can be the same park, just a different location.
No, you didn't listen. No.
It cannot be in the same park.
Completely different park. All right, yes. So Horizons, and I'm going to replace where Indiana Jones Stunt Show is.
Okay, so let's see. Let's think about the theming here. How does that fit there?
It doesn't matter. There's no theming at that park, so it fits.
Yeah, well, you're kind of right.
I mean, it's kind of futuristic, so maybe Star Warsy, kind of maybe.
Yeah,
it's on that side of the park at least.
That's the best I can come up with.
Yeah, I mean, like Horizons is my all-time favorite attraction of Forever's, and I didn't want to choose that one just because I would think that was the most obvious one.
Yeah.
But I had thought about it, and now where I thought about putting it was going to be the Magic Kingdom, and forgive me now, but I thought of replacing Carousel of Progress with it.
I thought about either doing that, or since it was always quote unquote kind of supposed to be the sequel to Carousel of Progress, is going right beside it where the Buzz meet and greet is now, where they used to have that huge auditorium or stage or whatever, just kind of squeeze it right in there between Buzz and Carousel of Progress, so you could kind of have the prequel and sequel.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool, but the other one that I had thought of would be, what if it was part of the TTA, and that was your ride vehicle? They could add things into Space Mountain for it. They can add things, get rid of the, where they have the. I wouldn't want honestly. I wouldn't want it to happen because I always enjoy seeing of what Epcot was supposed to be. But you can put things in there. There's certain areas where you could put things for Horizon back in there, and it would still sort of kind of work in that respect. Not 100%, but it still would work.
Well, from what I've seen, you'd be able to enclose all the open places on it and do kind of like in Finding Nemo ride at Epcot and put like screens around and have that be kind of a 360 screen around you.
You could, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be better though if you took kind of the areas that are, like with the hairdresser or whatever, and set up like as kind of like the dioramas like they have out at Disneyland on the train.
Right.
Yeah. But have it each one for the sea, then I can't even say this. My mind's going blank now. The other two,
Dinosaur.
space, and then the what was the other one? You had sea, space, and I guess the future, like how they harvest.
Right.
Have each one set up so you can kind of go through that aspect of it. And I would love to see the choose your own ending, but I don't know how you would incorporate that into TTA.
You just have the track go off in 3 different ways, and then they all come back at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
People dodging Tomorrowland carts all over the place.
So, Matt, what's your first one?
I'm going to go with something that's already somewhat coming back. I want to see and I don't know why I love this because it completely ruined theming when you got on this attraction, but I want to see the Skyway brought in, and I want to take it over to Animal Kingdom, and I want to stretch it across the safari.
That would be awesome.
That would be.
The only problem is we'd have people like Scott and Keith throwing trash off of it, so the animals would, eat paper and choke.
Or someone jumping out.
Well, if you're going to jump out into a lion's den, by all means, jump, my friend.
Exactly. I mean, I like the idea of it.
Survival of the fittest.
I like the idea of it, but I don't think it would look too nice when you're actually riding in one of the trucks. I think that's it would kind of take away from the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to take like the trucks out and make that as the only way to ride through it.
Well, I mean, I thought about that. Also thought maybe if you did this kind of instead of the what's the upgraded tour thing that you can pay for.
Oh, the one for that's like $8,000.
Yeah, where you go take pictures and walk across the bridge and that kind of thing.
Wild Africa Trek or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. If you did that kind of as that version of it, where you can kind of get an airborne, maybe some of it you're
put it hidden enough where it's not so obvious to the ride.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could figure out a way to make it work. Yes, you're still going to see these carts. Maybe you camouflage them or something so they don't, so they're not bright green and yellow like they were, in the 80s. But, I just thought it'd be cool to kind of have a different perspective. Granted, they would probably have to hide the holding area and the pins and all that stuff quite a bit better since you're going to be elevated, but I'm sure they could figure out how to do it if they wanted to.
Right. You'd see all the moats and how it's really done.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So my first one here is I am going to choose 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh, you stole mine.
Sorry. And of course, this would fit perfectly in Animal Kingdom. Was that where you're going to put it to?
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess you can know where I'm going to go with this, but it's one of those things where really if you think about it, the aquarium that they have at the Living Seas Pavilion really should move over to Animal Kingdom. It fits there thematically it fits there much better. So, but my idea of the 20,000 Leagues is traveling the world's oceans and seeing the different types of animals you have, from the Arctic, where you have the penguins, and you can move along and see sharks, and you can see tuna, just traveling around the entire world, going from some of the harshest environments to the most beautiful environments, and seeing the different types of fish that are available. And I think that would be that's what Animal Kingdom needs for me to plus is some sort of aquarium exhibit. I think that having brought back 20,000 Leagues is perfect for it.
Yeah, I mean, is there a specific area in Animal Kingdom you were thinking?
Well, I thought that it would probably fit best where where the Nemo show is now. I think back over in that area and getting rid of Chester and Hester and Mester and Dester's section. I think that's where it would fit the best. So
that if you just used where the Rivers of Light water itself is and just put it in that location.
That's what I was going to say. You just use the whole.
You've already got the water.
That's true. Good point.
I don't know how visible things would be under that water, but
it would be all screens.
Yeah, it would be all screens, and your boat wouldn't move at all. It would just vibrate.
You sit on a dock.
Yep.
No, that's a good one. I had thought about 20,000 Leagues. I didn't go to that depth with it, with what you're doing with the different marine life and everything. But yeah, 20,000 Leagues was definitely on my list that I would have brought back.
So Scott, come on, tell us your next rideable attraction here.
All right, I'm going to pull a shot, and I'm going to kind of bend what you said. It's not a rideable attraction, but it is an extinct attraction. I'm going to bring back the Animation Academy and the Magic of Disney Animation, and I'm going to put that in Epcot where Innovations is.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, it's another, how we're going to make this thematically fit.
Right.
I mean, I guess you could kind of tie the...
You're just drawing all the IPs that they're bringing to Epcot.
I was just going to say, you have the art store towards the front of the park. You walk into it, and then you walk into where you can actually draw your own art or something.
I mean, they did it during, what was it, the art festival in the spring, where they had the the House of the Future. Like, they did a class in there. I mean, it worked. It didn't seem like it was out of place.
Right.
I mean, anything would work because, Epcot's kind of...
Nothing there right now.
I was going to say, it's just as much of a mess as Hollywood Studios is, but, maybe not that much, but yes, anything would work in there. That's one attraction I don't think I ever did. I remember walking in and watching them. They were working on some movie, but I never did the actual animation part of it.
Oh.
I can draw a stick figure at home anytime, so I mean...
Well, I mean, I remember when they used to do that, and they would, they'd have an animator in there drawing Mickey Mouse, and they weren't allowed to hand out the Mickey Mouse because it was copyrighted,
Yeah.
And everybody would ask for it. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do that. So I like the idea that they allowed people to draw on their own, but it's something that I would never do. My kids probably would do it. I mean, now if it was around, I would probably do it because my son likes to draw. But personally, me, it's not something that interests me.
Yeah, I would get frustrated and walk out because Mickey Mouse looks like, Daffy Duck or something. So, I mean, I can't draw.
That was always a favorite of mine.
I can't draw, so it didn't really interest me at all. So the next thing, since Sean stole 20,000 Leagues, I guess I'm going to go... what do I want to do? I want to say World of Motion because I love the going outside.
Don't say
am I taking yours? Payback. I love the going outside the building and coming back in. I just don't know where I would fit it.
You want me to tell you where it would go perfectly?
Tomorrowland Speedway.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, all you can
take
still
over
have
Space Mountain and the Speedway if you want.
You could still have the kids riding the cars in there, but your Omnimover is now one of the cars, and they're seeing the history of transportation right in front of them. So as your kid's driving, the adult can look and see everything around them.
Okay, you said the cars inside, so I just immediately started thinking about everyone being asphyxiated from all the gas fumes trapped inside.
Of course they have to upgrade the technology and go to Tesla. Right. So that honestly, that is that's what I was thinking of doing, was putting it in the same spot, in that spot.
That was a good idea. I mean, I was thinking Tomorrowland, but it was completely spacing on, using the Speedway. I thought about pulling a Scott and just throwing it in Hollywood Studios just because, but no, yeah, that's a perfect spot for it.
It is. Now you took mine. Now I got to think of something else. This is gonna be hard. So it just hit me. I am going to bring back Snow White, and I'm going to put it in Epcot, and I'm going to put it
in Germany.
In Germany, yes. So you had but I'm going to make it a boat ride. So you're going to bring back the idea of what Germany was going to be as a boat ride, and now you're just going to bring back the Seven Dwarfs, the Snow White attraction via a boat. So it could be a little bit slower, has a higher ride capacity, and it could be a little bit longer as well.
So you can plus it a bit.
Yep.
It scares more kids. Perfect.
Yep.
Bring back the original version.
Now that's a good one.
And it's a perfect spot for it.
Yeah, it is.
I guess, would you go like kind of off to the left of Germany, like where she has her meet and greet now?
Well, the original...
Between it and Austria or Africa.
I guess the original was behind, like when you walk straight in, right?
It was straight to where the food stand is inside, the quick service spot. It's behind. It was behind,
like where the kitchen and beer garden is.
Right, where the kitchen. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So, what type of show or parade would you bring back?
This was the tricky one for me.
This was I didn't want to take the obvious, like Main Street Electrical Parade or Spectral Magic or something like that. So I'm trying to think outside the box just a little bit. But it's hard.
I can remember, I guess this was maybe late 80s, early 90s, maybe. They used to have the double-decker buses that went around Epcot.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
And they would have...
all the way up through 2000s.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yep.
But you'd have the characters that were on it, and they would randomly stop and get out and walk around and everything. I don't know if that really qualifies as a parade, but I'm still going to use it. And I guess I would... Where would that go?
Right on Main Street. Make it your omnibus.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. We'll go on Main Street. Thanks. You guys are filling in the blanks for me.
You. Side note on that, the bus was sold to the city of Kissimmee, and it's now owned by the chamber, and it just sits like downtown Kissimmee on the street. Still has the Epcot logo on the steering wheel and everything. It's just they like unbranded it, but it's still there.
Right.
I would steal that thing in a heartbeat.
Right?
I don't know how.
You see it there, and it's like, I want that.
All right, Scott. What show?
All right, this is going to be an obvious one for those that know me. I'm bringing back my favorite, and I guess you can call it a show. I'm bringing the Adventures Club back, and I'm going to put it on Hollywood Boulevard in the studios.
Scott just loves the studios, doesn't he?
I was going to say,
I'm just trying to bring some life back into that. I think it's really the only place that makes sense.
Why not Animal Kingdom? Or like
where it would
across
go
from
like next to Nomad Lounge or something.
Take out the Skipper Canteen, put it there across from Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, that would work. Actually, that works perfect.
Yeah, you could make it work there.
I mean, they're starting to sell booze in the Magic Kingdom, so I mean,
they've already got the drink called the Ghoulish there.
There you go.
That's right. I mean that's kind of cheating a little bit, but I do like the idea of it, so I will sign off on it.
I unfortunately never saw Adventures Club. It's one of the things I would like to have seen and regret not seeing it. So, yes, sure, bring it back so I can see it.
Okay. All right. So mine is it's just one of those things that has stuck with me as a kid, and there's so many great memories coming from Epcot. And my final one is I'm going to bring back the Kitchen Cabaret show. That
veggie, fruit.
Exactly.
Veggie, fruit, veggie, fruit.
That was in the Land Pavilion where Soarin' is currently. I just love that as a kid. It was the music and seeing all the food come alive and entertaining you. But the real question is, where is that going to go? Obviously, Epcot is like the perfect place for it because you have food and wine, so it fits in perfectly. So I'm going to throw this into the Magic Kingdom, and I'm going to get rid of Sunny Eclipse, and I'm putting the Kitchen Cabaret in there.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
I think logistically it's about the only place you could put it, though.
I think, yeah. That's pretty much it for the most part.
That's funny.
See, the only thing is you would lose that whole dining room for that stage.
I know.
Yeah.
So you'd have to watch it while you're ordering your food and then go sit outside.
I think that song may be worse than Small World and everything else as far as when you hear it, it's stuck in your head forever.
Yeah, it doesn't go away.
So good, though.
I love that one. That one's so much fun.
So punny.
But that's like when Disney was like freaking awesome, though. Back in the 80s,
right?
You had all these,
the epitome of Disney.
Yeah, it was. It was just like the corny music. So many attractions had such corny sounds to it, but it stuck with you for a lifetime. You don't forget about it. It's like the same thing with Living with the Land, like the song "Living with the Land," we all love. It sticks with you.
Yeah.
You just don't get that with the new things that come out today. It just doesn't have the same impact.
It's because there's no new rides anymore.
No, it's true. I think like the same thing with I don't. You guys aren't gonna remember Mickey's Birthday Land, but I remember going on
that.
Yeah.
Do you remember going on the train and they said rolling
yep.
on the express? Yes.
Yep.
It's like once again, it just stuck with me. It's just the music was just so powerful, and I'm listening to the music for Rivers of Light. I'm not feeling that the power in that music. Wishes I do feel that, but
right.
Rivers of Light, I'm not feeling that same impact. So it's like somehow they're losing something.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, and now you got that Birthday Land song stuck in my head.
Sorry,
but I mean, I'm the same way. Even with was it now Happily Ever After? I'm sure it'll be different once I get there and see the show, but it does absolutely nothing for me. There's no emotional tie to me the way. I mean, Wishes, it always, like, once the kids come in, once those kids started, it right in the heartstrings.
Yeah,
it
hit home.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just that we're old fuddy-duddies now, or
right,
or what it is. But there is something different between what they're doing now and the days of old.
Yeah, just like Keith, who wants everybody off his lawn. Or is that you, Matt?
Both of them.
Yeah, it's both of them.
Waldorf and Statler.
Exactly. Matt's in a happy mood tonight, so we're gonna let him stay that way.
Yeah, don't cross me now.
Yeah, no plans.
Now, I kind of had thought about back when they used to water ski on Bay Lake.
Right, yeah.
I think it would be cool if they brought that back and dropped it right in the middle of Epcot. Like during the day.
Put some ramps up there.
Yeah, why not?
A whole stunt show.
Or better yet, you have it during illuminations and let them jump the fire glow.
That is a great idea.
Oh, shit.
Well, I think the problem is if they fall, they'll probably pull up they fall off, they're going to pull a pipe up as they're being dragged away.
Right.
That's even better. See the flame following them in the water.
Mommy, what's happened to Goofy?
Oh. I'm trying to think of is there anything else out there that you would want to bring back?
The only other one I could really think of, and I was trying to think of where I'd put it. One of my favorite parades of all time was the Tapestry of Dreams, and Tapestry of Nations. It just changed within the years that it was there. Tapestry of Nations obviously wouldn't fit just because of what it is and how it's about the nations of Epcot. But I think Tapestry of Dreams would be a perfect daytime parade at Magic Kingdom.
I don't really remember it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I remember the music because it's in illuminations now, but
Right.
I mean, I see some of the stuff, like pictures and stuff. I'm looking, I'm like, I don't know if I ever actually saw that parade.
I loved it. Just the whole drum floats, that the drums itself like spun around. It was almost like a steel drum, whatever. Just the way that parade float itself was and how many of them there were was so cool.
So what would
and
you
again,
do?
it's another one of those ones like the little kids start talking and and the one they speak the different languages of all the different countries, but it's just the fact of these little kids and their dreams and what they want to grow up to be, and especially now as a dad, as you guys can attest to, it's
right.
You just have a whole new take on it.
So would you get rid of the 3 o'clock parade, or would you have that as was it every half hour parade that they have go
Move
through
it,
there?
shake it, whatever. Yeah, I'd be fine having it go every half hour. I've never been a huge festival fantasy, whatever. I think I may have ever actually watched the whole thing once. So I'd be fine getting rid of that. It wouldn't work as a nighttime parade, would be the only thing, so it'd have to be the daytime.
I'll take your word for it. I haven't seen Festival Fantasy or the other one, so sure, works for me.
All right. I can't think of honestly think of anything else. The only other thing, but you can't put it anywhere else, would be like the original studio backlot tour,
Right.
But that doesn't fit anywhere else.
Bring back the Ninja Turtles from the backlot.
Oh, jeez.
Ace Ventura meet and greet.
What about the Dick Tracy thing that lasted about 3 hours?
Was cool.
I never saw that, but it came on one of the stations it was playing, and I made it through maybe 10 seconds, and I was just like, this has got awful. I'm turning this.
Yeah.
Ugh.
One I had thought of, but I wouldn't know where to put it, was the Hunchback musical stage show they had.
Yeah, I
I don't know
never
if you
saw
guys
that.
ever saw that one at Studios.
No.
Never saw that, or the what was it, Tarzan Rocks? Yeah, I never saw that.
Loved that one too.
I didn't either.
I mean, there's a lot that I'd like to come back, but it's a matter of to fit in the rules to put in a different park that just wouldn't fit.
Right.
Well, just do like you do, just throw it in Hollywood Studios.
All right, I want to bring back Alien Encounter, and we'll just throw it in Studios, where Sounds Dangerous was.
I mean, see, that would work.
Mm-hmm.
That would have worked better than throwing Horizons and Indiana Jones.
Right, exactly.
This is true. This is very true.
All right, so that's going to do it for this week. Thirsty. First, we want to thank our sponsors, Kingdom Strollers. Book your premium stroller and crib rental at kingdomstrollers.com. And Mickey Monthly. Get the magic of the parks delivered to your door at mickeymonthly.com. We want to decorate those boring magic bands? Check out the customized decals at myfantasybands.com. Use the code Enchanted Tiki Talk 20 to save 20% off your order. Let the vacation experts at mousepros.com plan your next perfect Disney vacation. Get a clear view of the parks with Woody's polarized sunglasses. Check out all their wood frame styles at woodys.com. Make sure you check out our store at redbubble.com/Tiki Talk Podcast and connect with us on social media. You can find us on Facebook at Enchanted Tiki Talk, Instagram and Twitter as at Tiki Talk Podcast. Leave us a message on the Tiki Talk hotline, which is 256-4MyTiki, and make sure you rate us on iTunes.
And you can find me on Twitter at 1 Minute Disney Dream. That's 1MIN Disney Dream, MouseWorldVacations.com, and MousePros.com. And you can find Keith at TheLonelyChef.com.
And you can find me on Twitter at Scotty Campbell or on Instagram at ScottyBoy.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram at mholly579. And with all that being said, Alan, it's yours, my friend.
Thanks for listening this week for Sean and Keith and Matt. I'm Alan, and this has been Enchanted Tiki Talk. Aloha.
I really don't want to know what you guys did for me on the outtake for the last one.
Nothing.
Ah.
No, I didn't do anything. I don't think I did. No, it was just... Did I?
We just rambled.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
No.
Nothing. Because we were just...
You went tame on us for that one.
Yeah, we were just being cool. Because, see, the thing is, it's like, Matt and I know that we're the best part of the show, so we didn't need to announce you guys too much. We don't want to bring too much attention to that.
That's true. Got to keep the focus on you.
Exactly. You know, it's hard being the best looking on the podcast.
Yeah, for a blind person.
You know, I do have the face for radio.
That's true.
Enchanted Tiki Talk has been brought to you by mousepros.com. Let us plan your perfect Disney vacation. And MickeyMonthly.com, where you can get the park sent directly to you. And by KingdomStrollers.com for all your premium stroller and crib rental needs. Also by Trader Sam's Coffee. Why not brew some magic in your home? And finally, Woodies.com. Sunglasses for a glare-free view of the magic. For all of us here, I'm David Benter. Thanks for listening to Enchanted Tiki Talk.